Part 4. Third. How is this my third Irish coffee? This is part 4. I don't remember. Whatever. This is part 4 of The Goat, or Who is Sylvia? The dramatic retelling with horrible voices and drunkenness by yours truly. The fat kid with the stupid hair and the stupid facial hair and the stupid hat and the stupid coat and the stupid earring. But it all comes to be a very attractive whole. I have a cigarette behind my... What the fuck? Jesus Christ. God damn it, Chuck. You're a fucking loser. Okay. Let's see. Part 3 is not done uploading yet. So I'll just continue with part 4. No, I won't. I'm gonna wait. And you're gonna wait with me, dear reader. As I drink my coffee, and you're like, oh, why don't I have coffee? No, because you're not fucking cool, that's why. It's 11:47 at night, and I've had 3 cups of Irish coffee. I'm not going to bed. I have shit to do tomorrow. I have no money left to do these things. I have like $100 to my fucking name. This is what I do. Dear Chuck, when you're 30, this is what you did when you were 21. You're not going to live till 30, are you? No, you're going to kill yourself. Come on. How much battery do I have left? 2 hours and 4 minutes. That should be enough to get this shit done. Let's see. Aha, the upload is complete. Part 3, Scene 2, 4. Alright, let's see. And I can continue. Boop, boop. I'm just curious as to how many views the first one has already. If even one person has watched it, then it's a success. 3 views! Oh my god, that's 300, that's 200% more than I expected. Yay! Okay, back to the drama. Wow, I just wasted 2 minutes of your time. Stevie, Goat Fuckers Anonymous? Please, sorry, destroy me. It had no cute name, no AA, no nothing. Just a place. How did you find it? Online. Of course. I went there, and there were, 10 of us? The group leader, of course. What was he fucking? Who? Sorry. He was cured, he said. Odd phrase, was off it. Very well. What had he been fucking? A pig? A young pig. Oh yeah, and then Stevie smashes the plate. I'm quitting drinking. I'm sorry. I can't keep up with this. If I did, I would die. Plus the Irish coffee. The Four Loko of Ireland. Go on. Is there going to be a lot of that? This play rules. Probably. You don't want Billy down here. Some things are, what? Private? Sacred? Husband telling wifey about a very peculiar therapy session? A pig? A small one, he said. Jesus! You two okay? Yes, we're fine. Oh, that was Billy. Shit, I'm drunk. Alright, Billy's back. You two okay? Yes, we're fine. Go away, Billy. Who's throwing things? I am. Your mother is throwing things. Is there going to be more? I imagine so. I gave you this one. I think I'll take it upstairs. He takes a small vase upstairs. I would have noticed, Billy. Sure, you guys hold it down. Billy exits. I think I would have. So anyway, it was this place. A pig? Really? Well, everyone had, someone or something. Yes. And was Clarissa Atherton there? Who? Yes! That's where I got the card. And what is she fucking? Who? A dog. I think. Stevie finds a vase, crashes it to the floor. I swear to God, this has got to be the greatest play for a prop designer to work on because all your work. Oh, thing fell on me. A cigarette ash. Because all the shit you work on gets destroyed. Mm. Mm. Coffee. A dog, you think? Why would she lie? Why would anyone there lie? Damned if I know. And so I went there, and Stevie, stage direction. There is civility. There's chaos behind the civility, of course. Did you take all your friends with you? Your pigs, your dogs, your goats? No, we weren't there to talk about them. We were there about ourselves, our problems, as they called them. The livestock was all happy, you mean? Well, no. There was this one goose, I think it was. Stevie finds a vase, crashes it to the floor. Shall we go outside? Get on with it. All right, there was this one goose. Not geese, not pigs, not dogs, goats. The subject is goats. The subject is a goat. The subject is Sylvia. He sees Stevie looking for something to throw. No, don't, please, just listen. Sit and listen. Stevie has a small bowl in her hands. Sits. All right, I'm listening. I said most of the people there were having problems, were ashamed, or what is the word, conflicted, were needed to talk about it while I went there, I guess, to find out why they were all there. I hope I have more matches. I should probably invest in a lighter. Stevie, as if the language was unfamiliar. Pardon? I didn't understand why they were there, why they were all so unhappy. What was wrong with being in love like that? Stevie gently separates hands, letting bowl fall between her legs break. There's so much I have to explain. There's geese. I hope that picks up on the microphone because it's oddly appropriate. My mustache is wet from all the moisture coming out of my face and condensing because it's cold. Aw, yeah. Um, Stevie, deep quiet irony. Oh, you must promise to be still. Sit there and please listen, and then maybe when I've finished, you just listen, please. How could I not? I went there because I couldn't come to you with it. Oh? Well, think about it. I suppose you're right. And most of them had a problem, had a long history. The man with the pig was a farm boy, and he and his brothers, when they were kids, just did it. Naturally. It was what they did with the pigs. Or piglets, perhaps. It wasn't clear. Naturally, of course. Are you agreeing? No. Just get on with it. It was what they did. Maybe it was better than with each other or their sisters or their grandmothers. You've got to be kidding. No one got hurt. That was Stevie. No, look, see. Wait. Can you see it? No, you can't. It's all in caps. HUNH! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! We'll talk about that. You bet we will. Most of them had a reason. The man with the pig, more a matter of habit than anything else, I guess. Comfort, familiarity. Jesus. Though he was off it, cured, as he put it, which I found odd. Of course. I mean, if he was happy. Stevie knocks over the small side table where she is sitting, never taking her eyes off Martin. Stevie. Oops. When he wasn't doing it, I mean, must you? Though I suppose he wasn't no longer happy. You mean you didn't ask him? No. No, I didn't. The lady with the German Shepherd Clarissa? No, another one. The lady with the shepherd, it turned out. She had been raped by her father and her brother when she was 12. So continually raped, one watching the other, she told us. And so she took up with a dog? Yes, it would seem. The man with the goose was hideously ugly. I could barely look at him, and I suppose he thought he could never, you know. Do I? Try and imagine. I doubt I can. Try. So ugly no woman, no man would ever think of doing it with you. Ever. On the one hand, etc., but a goose? Not everyone is satisfied that way. One in the hand? No matter, and I was unhappy there, for they were all unhappy. My goodness, and I didn't know why. Really? I think we've hit upon why I'm going to kill you. There's something else I want you to understand. Oh, something else? It's something I told Ross. Not him again. He is my best friend. Oh? And I thought I was. I told him that in all our time together, yours and mine, all our marriage, I've never been unfaithful. Huh. Never in all our years. Oh, early on, one of your friends would grope me in the kitchen at a party, or, I love my friends, they have taste. Never unfaithful. Never once. But never even wanted to. We're so good together, you and I. A perfect fit, eh? Yes. You never imagined that a marriage could be so perfect. Yes, no, I hadn't. Great sex, good cook, even does windows. Be serious. No, it's too serious for that. Fuck you, by the way. Never once. People looked at me, said, "What's the matter with you? Don't you have any, lust?" And sure, I said, "I've got plenty. All for Stevie." La-di-da, la-di-fucking-da. Listen to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All the men I knew were having affairs, seeing other women, and laughing about it. At the club, on the train, I almost felt like a misfit. What's the matter with you, Martin? You mean you're only doing it with your wife? What kind of a man are you? Man, I love society so much. It's really great coffee. You men must be fun together. Odd man up. I only wanted you. And I have something to tell you. Oh no, don't tell me that you've been with... Hush! In all our marriage, I've never wanted anyone but you. Oh, Stevie. My mother told me we really were good friends. I'm sorry you never knew her. I am too. We talked together like sisters, by God. We talked the night away, two girls talking. We were that good friends, but she sure knew how to be a parent when she needed to, when she wanted to keep me very level. And she said to me, I never told you this, be sure you marry someone you're in love with, deeply and wholly in love with. But be careful who you fall in love with, because you might marry him. Deep shit. Your father and I have the best marriage anyone could possibly have, she said to me over and over. Be sure you do too. Stevie, be careful who you marry, she said to me, and I was. I fell in love with you. No, I rose into love with you, and have, cherished you all these years? Been proud of all you've done? Been happy with our funny son? Happy? I guess that's the word. No, I don't guess. I know. I've been happy. Look at me, Mother. I've married the man I love, and I've been so happy. Martin moves to her, touches her. Oh, Stevie. Get your go-fucking hands off me! All right, no more. Yes, more. Finish it. Vomit it all up. Puke it out all over me. I'll never be less ready, so do it. Do it. I've laid it all out for you. I'm naked on the table. Take all your knives. Cut me. Scar me forever. Have I mentioned how good this coffee is? It's really good coffee. Oh no! Stupid Windows 8. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? What else do we have? Technology. You gotta love it. Let's see. Yes, more. Finish it. Vomit it all up. Puke it out all over me. I'll never be less ready. So do it. Do it. I've laid it all out for you. I'm naked on the table. Take all your knives. Cut me. Scar me forever. Before or after I vomit on you. Sorry. Sorry. Women in deep woe often mix their metaphors. Yes. Yes. Get on with it. Very good, by the way. Thanks. And hopelessly inappropriate. Yes, sorry. Get on with it, I said. Are you going to do that with all the furniture? Oh, Stevie just threw a chair. Casually overturned a chair. I'm sorry. I think so. You may have to help me with some of it. Truce, truce. No, no truce. All of it, now, takes a painting. Breaks it over something. That was my mother's painting. It still is. You found us our lovely country place. And the day I found it, I called you. You remember, I told you I'd put a hold on it. I'll never forget. And I was driving out of the town, back to the highway, and I stopped at the top of the hill, crest. What? Who are you? You stopped at the crest of a hill. On it, actually. Yes. And I stopped, and the view was wonderful. Not spectacular, but wonderful. Fall, the leaves turning. A regular bucolic. Yes, a regular bucolic. I stopped and got us things, vegetables and things, you remember? No, I don't. No matter. And it was then that I saw her. Who? Oh, Stevie. Who? Who could you have seen? Hold up. When does she leave? Okay, we're almost at scene 3. Which is by far the funniest scene. So be patient. I'm going on with this, you asked. I'm going to get it all out. Serves me right, I guess. And I closed the trunk of the car with all that I'd gotten. And it was then that I saw her, and she was looking at me with those eyes. Oh, those eyes! Them eyes! And what I felt was, it was unlike anything I'd ever felt before. It was so amazing. There she was. Who? Who? Don't. She was looking at me with those eyes of hers, and I melted, I think. I think that's what I did. I melted. You melted? I'd never seen such an expression. It was pure and trusting and innocent, so guileless. Guileless, innocent, pure. You've never seen children or anything? You never saw Billy when he was a kid? Of course I did. Don't mock me. Don't mock me. I went over to where she was, to the fence where she was, and I knelt there, eye level, goat level. I will finish this. You asked for it, and you're going to get it. So shut your tragic mouth. Stevie does a sharp intake of breath, puts her fingers over her mouth. All right, listen to me. It was as if an alien creature came out of whatever it was, and it took me with it. And it was an ecstasy and a purity and a love of a unimaginable kind. And it relates to nothing whatever, to nothing that can be related to. Don't you see? Don't you see? Don't you see the thing that happened to me? What nobody understands? Why can't I feel what I'm supposed to? Because it relates to nothing. It can't have happened. It did, but it can't have. What are you doing? Being tragic. I bet a psychologist would love all this. I knelt there, eye level, and there was a what? An understanding so intense, so natural? There are some things you can remember, huh? An understanding so... I can't remember why I come into rooms where I put the thing for the razor. An understanding so natural, so intense, that I will never forget it. As intense as the night you and I finally came at the same time. What was it, a month after we began? Stevie, it wasn't happening, but it was. How much do you hate me? I love you, and I love her, and there it is. Stevie howls 3 times, slowly, deliberately, a combination of rage and hurt. Aha, more matches. I really feel bad for my neighbors. Truly, deeply bad. Go on. I have to do it. Yes? Right. And there was a connection there. A communication that, well, an epiphany, I guess, comes closest, and I knew what was going to happen. I think I'm going to be sick. Please don't. Epiphany. And when it happens, there's no retreating, no holding back. I put my hands through the wires of the fence, and she came toward me, slipped her face between my hands, brought her nose to mine at the wires, and nuzzled. I'm so glad I stopped drinking. I'm a grown woman, a grown, married woman. Nuzzled, nuzzled. Her breath was so sweet, warm, and go on, tell the grown-up married woman. I hear Billy. Billy enters. Are you hitting her? What the fuck? We're redecorating. Okay, let me explain this. Billy comes in, asks if Martin was hitting the mom, and then Stevie, the mom, and realizes that there's shattered shit everywhere, and is like, what the fuck's going on? Yeah. Oh, this is a fantastic experience. I can't feel my fucking legs. I should be wearing socks right now, but I'm not. Anyway. We're redecorating, honey. No, he's not, by the way. Hitting me. I'm hitting myself. I hear you two. I'm up there, and I hear you. Stop it. Jesus God, stop it. We will, Billy. Whoa. We will, Billy. We're not quite done. Go away, Billy. Go out and play. Go out and leave the house. Leave us alone. Do what your mother says. Go out and play. Make mud pies, climb a tree. If I come back and find you've hurt her, all. Billy lunges at Martin, shoves him, recoils. Martin steps forward, stops. Billy sobs, runs from the room. We hear the front door slam. Stevie. Mud pies? Well, whatever. What will you do if he comes back and finds you've hurt me? When he comes back and finds you've hurt me? What? Down from the trees, hands all muddy. Nothing. You were in the middle of your epiphany. Yes. God, I wish you were stupid. Yes, I wish you were stupid too. Epiphany. Yes, it was the moment that I realized that you and the fucking goat were destined for one another. That she and I were going to go to bed together. To stall together, to hay, not to bed. Whatever. That what could not happen was going to, that we wanted each other very much, that I had to have her, Stevie screams, deep-throated rage, and lunges at Martin. He rises, grabs her wrists, and shoves her into a chair. She attempts to get up, but he shoves her back again. Now stop it. Let me finish. You'll be fucking Billy next. He's not my type. He's not your type? He's not your fucking type? No, he's not. You're my type. You're my type. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, Stevie, I'm your type, and so is she. So is the goat. So long as it's female, eh? So long as it's got a cunt, it's all right with you? A soul. Do you know the difference? Not a cunt, a soul. Beautiful. The most beautiful words ever written. More beautiful than Dylan Thomas. More beautiful than that book Handke wrote about the suicide of his mother. More beautiful than Wizard People, dear reader. By the way, if you don't know what that is, look it up. Wizard People, Dear Reader by Brad Neely. It's the funniest thing ever made. Besides this. You can't fuck a soul. No, and it isn't about fucking. Yes. No, Stevie, it isn't. Yes, it is about fucking. It is about you being an animal. I thought I was. I thought we all were animals. We stay with our own kind. Oh, we fall in love with many other creatures, dogs and cats, and we don't fuck them. You're a monster. I am a deeply troubled, greatly divided animal fucker. Sylvia and you're going to tell me she wants you. Yes. What does she do? Back into you, making an awful little bleeding sounds? That's sheep. Whatever, presented herself, down on her forelegs, her head turned, her eyes on you, Stop it. I won't go into the specifics of our sex with you. Thank you. You take advantage of this creature, you rape this animal and convince yourself that it has to do with love. I love her and she loves me, and Stevie. A huge animal sound, rage, sweeps the bookcase of whatever is on it, or overturns a piece of furniture. Silence, then starting quietly building. Now you listen to me. I have listened to you. I have heard you tell me how much you love me, how much you've never ever wanted another woman, how we have been a more perfect marriage than chance would even allow. We're both too bright for most of the shit. We see the deep and awful humor of things go over the heads of most people. We see what's hideously wrong and what most people accept as normal. We have both the joys and the sorrows of all that. We have a straight line through life, right all through the way to dying. But that's okay, because it's a good line, so long as we don't screw up. I know. Shut up. So long as we don't screw up, and you've screwed up. Stevie, I said shut up. Do you know how you've done it? How you've screwed up? Because I was at the vegetable stand one day, I looked over to Mariette and I saw, because you've broken something and it can't be fixed. Stevie, fall out of love with me, fine. No, not fine, but that can be fixed. Time, whatever. But tell me you love me and an animal, both of us, equally, the same way. That you go from my bed, our bed. It's amazing, how good we are, still, how we please each other and ourselves. So, fully so, fresh each time. You go from our bed, wash your dick, get in your car, and go to her, and do with her what I cannot imagine myself imagining. Or worse, that you've come from her to my bed, to our bed, and you do with me what I can imagine love, want you for? Even cold, it's still good coffee. Oh, Stevie, that you can do these things and not understand how it shatters the glass, how it cannot be dealt with, how stop and forgiveness have nothing to do with it, and how am I destroyed, how you are, how I cannot admit it though I know it, how I cannot deny it because I cannot admit it because it is outside of denying. Stevie, I promise you I'll stop. How stopping has nothing to do with having started, how nothing has anything to do with anything. You have brought me down, you goat fucker, you love of my life. You have brought me down to nothing. You have brought me down, and Christ, I'll bring you down with me. Brief pause. She turns on her heel, exits. We hear the front door slam. Martin, after she leaves, after he hears the door, little boy. Stevie? Stevie? End of scene 2.